So this video is going to talk about some basic information about how a brain develops in the utero. So the brain is very important for everyone because it controls everything. And it is so fascinating to see how brain can develop from this little tiny scratch into this big thing in your skull. So from the very first 3 weeks after the conception, the neural plate will form into a neural tube, and this little tube will be formed in a utero, and the tube will become a brain and the spinal cord eventually. So the tiny little tube can be divided into 4 parts. So the first part is called forebrain. The forebrain basically controls the complex behavior, like how you think. And the second part is called midbrain. So this is the part that sends information from the body to the brain. And the third part is called hindbrain. So the third part is basically controls some essential and basic physical things like breathing and your heartbeat, even your blood pressure. And the fourth part is called the spinal cord. And this is the connection between your brain and your whole body. So this is basically the spinal behind you, and the brain just developed from a very smooth surface into a very wrinkled and folded surface. So the surface of the brain is called cortex. So the cortex will become very folded and wrinkly after week 28. The wrinkles can help the brain to control things more precise. There is a research article that talks about how they use MR and MRI, which is two technology that can scan your brain, and they use these two kind of things that just create a 3D image of the brain. So this can help them to to investigate how the brain is developing. So they just put those 2D image together and form into a 3-dimensional image, and you can see how the brain developed from a very smooth surface into a very wrinkled surface. And this kind of techniques used to be invested to a normal brain growth, but after the more and more research, they use this kind of technique to examine how the brain developed in the utero and to confirm some brain abnormality. So I think this is really helpful for the research and for the parents to know about. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed that.